Welcome to Training Minutes. I'm Joe Alvarez. Today we're going to talk about victim removal from a second floor window. We've been trained in the past how to remove downed firefighters using a ground ladder and using a mechanical advantage that's attached to it. One of the most dangerous things to do is to remove a civilian down a ground ladder. Not only is this dangerous to remove a civilian from a second floor window via a ground ladder, but also it's very manpower intensive. What we're going to do here is we're going to utilize the same technique that we would use to remove a downed firefighter, and now we're going to use that same technique to remove a downed civilian. Okay, now we're going to be inside here starting to package up the patient. Before we package up the patient, I want to go over how we're going to lift the patient. We're lifting the patient by utilizing a 35-foot ground ladder that's extended above the second floor window. We have a piece of 1/2 inch, 2-person rated lifeline and a single carabiner. By tying an 8 follow-through on the top rung and then looping the rope over the second rung of the ladder, we have now made a mechanical advantage so we could safely lift the civilian. Okay, now it's time to package our patient to remove. Remember, the reason why we're doing this is we cannot get the victim down the interior stairwell for a multiple of reasons. One being hose lines, firefighters clogging the stairwell, or it could just be adverse conditions on the first floor that we cannot bring this victim through that area. So we're going to bring them out of the window. So now we're going to package this patient by using 1-inch tubular webbing and making a harness. What we're going to do is we're going to make a loop around the victim. Then we're going to lift the arms up and we're going to drape the first 2 portions across the midsection. We have 2 loops. We're going to lay them down. Then we're going to move down to the feet and we're going to pull from the bottom up. We have 3 loops now. We have 1 under each arm and 1 coming through between the legs. What we're going to do is we're going to pull it together. Now we have 2 large handles. If we had to, we could have used this to drag the victim to the window. What we're going to do now is we're going to make this into a full 3-point harness by going back over the victim's arms and up over the shoulder blades. Then we're going to take our line, hook it up, make sure it's secured, and then we're going to call for the haul. Okay, now that we've gotten the victim packaged, it's time to remove them. What we're going to do is the firefighters that are on the ground here are going to utilize the rope as a mechanical advantage to get the victim up to the windowsill. The firefighters that are still inside are going to assist the victim out of the window. Okay, start the haul, guys. As you can see, the mechanical advantage got the victim up very quickly. The firefighters that are upstairs are pushing the victim out of the window while the rope is holding the victim in place. Good? Everybody set? Good. Now we're going to start to lower the victim. As we're lowering the civilian, by utilizing the mechanical advantage, we can make that victim come down as fast or as slow as we want or need. As the victim gets lower, the firefighters on the ground will aid in the assistance of laying the victim down flat so EMS could tend to him. We've used a simple ground ladder and a piece of rope as a mechanical advantage to lower a civilian from this second floor burning building. We use this type of technique on downed firefighters. There's no reason why we cannot use it on civilians. Thank you for watching Training Minutes, and I'm Joe Alvarez.